All right, so I think we are live. I need to check if the volume, if the microphone, if everything is working properly. I have my cup of tea ready, so we can begin and make a successful one. So, hello, my friends, and welcome to our Friday live stream. Let me just make sure everything is working. Let me make sure everything is working properly. All right, so I can hear myself on my mobile. That means my microphone is working. All right, so hello, my friends, and welcome to our Friday. Usually it's 9 p.m. live stream, but I did make it a little bit late because I was busy. I came late from work, and I'm here. So hello, Mr. Lucas. Hello, Mr. Lorenzo. Hello, Mr. Riser. Thank you so much, guys, for joining our amazing live stream. So in this live stream, my friends, we will be, of course, reviewing the disqualified cars from the 2019 Super Convertible Challenge. So yeah, hello, Mr. Max. Hello, Mr. Agira. Hello, my friends. So Mr. Razor says, I have a question for you. Is it possible to get a tow hitch in an automation car in BeamNG? Of course, my friend. Of course, Mr. Razor. I will show you how in a minute. I will show you how. Don't worry about it. So Mr. Ayan says, yay, me too. Yeah, you guys are a bit early because yes, I did start the live stream a bit early, to check everything, make sure everything is working properly. Now, the first problem that I'm seeing right now with the live stream is the chat on my computer, on the screen, on my on automation screen, because there is like a little tab that will be opened by the program itself, and currently your chats are only appearing on my mobile. I can't see them on my computer, so it's okay. I'm gonna plug my mobile in, plug the charger so it will never die. Let me make sure. All right, it's charging, so perfect. All right, let me make sure everything is working again. Just a moment, because this is a new computer and I'm not really happy with it so far. But yeah, so let's see who else has joined us. Mr. Trains and Eurobeat. Hello, my friend, Mr. Martez, Mr. NK. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Vlad. Hello, my friend, and also want some SUCC. What does that mean? Hello, my friend. Tabs creator here. All right. Tabs. Oh, tabs. All right. You are the creator of the tabs. Hello, my friend. All right. So let's see, and let's start exploring your crazy creations. Now, of course, I am not going to open the top 20 cars. I'm going to only be opening the remaining cars, the 37 remaining cars. So let's start opening them. Yeah, yeah, that not. All right, Mr. Aguirre. So let's start. All right, we have the sandbox mode on our latest updated automation game. So let's start. I want to show you this one only, from the top 20 cars. This car only, which is the prettiest car in this challenge, which is the Aurora long tail. I want to see what kind of specs are in it, really, to be honest with you. Because I did open it before, but I forgot what kind of crazy components this guy used in it. So let's see what kind of crazy things he did to the Aurora to make it the prettiest car. Here we go. It's opening. So let's read some of the comments. Mr. Wand says it's souk. Souk means juice. Right. In which language is that, my friend? Which language? Which language, my friend? So let's see. It's Friday. I was working late, so yeah, I came home a little bit tired, but I'm feeling excited to have fun. I have my cup of tea. So here we go. This is the prettiest car in this challenge. As you can see, it's still loading. As you can see, some of the fixtures are not yet aligned with the car. So let's see. Mr. Martez. Oh, it's Greek. That's cool. All right. So Mr. Martez says, will you take a look at disqualified cars also? Yes. Yes, Mr. Martez. My car is called the Super Volante. Nice name. So, yeah, Mr. Aguirre. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. So Mr. Razor says, oh, Mr. Trent says, oh boy, that's a pretty car. Yeah, actually, that's an amazing looking car. But as you can see, I'm not really sure because there are some, I mean, tons of fixtures on it. It takes a long time for the CPU to, to make sure everything is working as it should be. As you can see, the frames right now is 18, 19, 20, something like this, because it's still loading. I'm not really sure why, but yeah, that's that. So as you can see, this is the Aurora. I really hate this computer. I really cannot wait to get back on my i7 to get everything smooth and awesome. This CPU here is an AMD rubbish CPU, and with live streams, it's not good at all. Right now, the CPU is working about 64, 70, 85%. So yeah, that's why the frame is on the ground. But we are not here to drive, we are only here to look at some of the crazy features. Look at that beautiful rear end. I was talking to the creator of the Aurora earlier today. He mentioned that not only the rear 16 badge can lit up, also the front 16 badge. This one can also lit up when you turn on the headlights. So that is absolutely crazy. I love it. That's why I have picked this car to be the prettiest car in this challenge. Look at the badging on the side, V16. Can you imagine the time and the effort that took this guy to create this masterpiece? It took him very, very long time. And I'm really proud and happy to put this car on my BeamNG to drive it, and of course to take some shots and wallpapers of this car to put it as a wallpaper on my computer because it looks sick as a 4K wallpaper. So let's see what kind of crazy features on this car. Let's start from the chassis. So this thing is actually using a treated steel panel or body. Wow, so this thing has a steel body. Wow, that's really cool. Monocoque chassis, obvious. Light advanced high strength steel chassis. Cool. Front longitudinal double wishbone and multi-link. That's a nice combination, but treated steel, that's a bit old school, but it's not bad. It works perfectly. So let's read some of the comments. Let's see. Mr. Ayan says look nice. Mr. Vlad says look like it's too modern and aggressive looking. That's correct. Mr. Agira says trains and Eurobot. Why is there a Hungarian flag in your picture? Looks like future car. Trainer says Mr. Agira because I'm Hungarian. That's really cool. Well then, at least I'm not the only Hungarian here. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome, regardless wherever you're born. So let's see. Now we have seen the chassis. Now let's check the engine, the heart and the soul of this car. All right, let's see. As you can see, this thing has a V16 engine. This thing has a 6.9 liter V16 engine. As you can see, 85 millimeters on the bore and 76 millimeters on the stroke. Did you fix your phone yet? Well, no. I'm really short on cash, and thanks to a cool fan, Mr. Tom Hanks, he actually bought me the motherboard that is actually arriving from USA. I have many things to take care of, and I'm still using my crappy old Samsung what called Note 4, really old school phone, really, to be honest with you. But it has a big fat screen, so yeah, I hate it, but I kind of love it as well. But yeah, what can we do, my friend? This is life. So as you can see, aluminium block, overhead cam, 4 valves per cylinder, aluminum silicon, VVL. This engine is actually using VVL, and as you can see, the power peaks at 7100 RPM. That's actually not bad, not bad at all. Billet steel crankshaft. Oh, that's kind of expensive. Lightweight forged connecting rods and lightweight forged pistons. Nice. 10.2 to 1 compression ratio. 58, 60. Now this is a mistake. To be honest with you, the car itself it's perfect. I love the car, but the engine tune, no. There are a lot of to be honest, a lot of mistakes in the engine tune. To be honest with you, for example, let's start with the combination. So as you can see, look at that. So the engine can only rev up to 8,100. This is the limitation for the RPM. This is the limits that the creator of this car has selected. But look at the pistons, they can go up to 10,400. I mean, why using this type of pistons? They are, I mean, they're not bad, you can use them, but using a crankshaft, billet steel crankshaft that can go to 10,700 RPM while the engine only is revving to 8,000 now, that's not really cool. So yeah, you need to plan your engine, my friend. You need to plan it correctly. So 8,000 RPM, you can just go with a forged steel. Yeah, you can go with a forged steel. It will still survive. I think you can also go with a cast iron. Yep, you can go with a cast iron and it will work perfectly. Yes, the engine can get a little bit heavier, but if you want to plan it correctly, you need to I mean, so you can have extra headroom in the engineering time, the production. It's why using high engineering times parts when you can use normal ones and upgrade the engine to better things. So let's see some of the comments. Mr. Souk, that's what he called. I might come to Riyadh after Ramadan or before. I'm not sure. I might help you with the phone problem. Oh, that's really cool. Welcome anytime, my friend. Welcome anytime. I have no problem with meeting anyone. I mean, I love creating friends. I love meeting new friends and creating new friendships. So why not? When you come here, tell me and we can meet someday. We can have fun. We can play automation game. We can also create a live stream together. Who knows? So Mr. Vlad says, again, using materials that aren't worth it. Correct, my friend. Yes, that's what I was talking about. So Mr. Aguirre says, weird engine tune, but still not bad. Yeah, of course, the figures are not bad, but the parts are too expensive for this type of application. Yeah. So you can use normal parts and get the same results. I mean, yeah, and you can get lower prices, lower engineering time, so you can upgrade it with better internals. Hello, Mr. Wheeler Builds. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining our live stream. So since we are opening this engine, let me tune it. I want to tune this engine. I want to go with you guys step by step of making it a little bit better. So I'm going to keep the forged, the forged materials, but I'm not going to use lightweight forged. Let's see, heavy duty forged. Yeah, heavy duty forged. As you can see, I'm gonna keep the lightweight forged because the weight difference is just huge. Look at that, 3 kilograms. So I'm gonna use this combination. Yes, it's a little bit weird, but it's still acceptably cheap. It's not too expensive. It's not too expensive at all. So let's see how much it will cost to upgrade to lightweight. It will actually cost less, and it will cost only 0.4 extra engineering time. So I think this is much better right now. This is like, a perfect package to use. All right, moving on. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Billy Willy. Hello, my friend. So Mr. Ian says, hey, wow, late am I? No, my friend, you are perfectly in, perfect timing. How's it going, brother? Well, everything is working perfectly so far. We are reviewing some of the disqualified cars from the 2019 Super Convertible Challenge. Now, the next mistake, my friends, which is, look at that, using a VVL system, that means you need to use for example, a different, very, very huge difference between the cam profile and the VVL. But using VVL and spending some extra engineering time and extra cost, and using 5860, only 2 points difference, that's not good. You need to drop it lower. So if you want to use VVL correctly, let's drop the compression ratio by 2 points, right? So we can get extra octane headroom. Now this way, you can go even lower on the cam profile, because when you drive normally, the cam profile is the one that you are using, the normal daily driving, taking the kids to schools and so on. Driving, drive through in restaurants, that's what you are going to use. So let's say 4460, that's somehow acceptable. That is somehow acceptable, my friend. And this way, you will use and you will get better low-end torque, you will get better fuel efficiency, and the car will get better mileage because you are using a normal cam profile. But when you put your foot hard down and go maximum RPM, then the VVL will kicks in, or as everyone will call it, the VTEC will kick in yo. So also a good technology, if you can afford it in a challenge, which is of course using VVT, it will help a lot. I mean, and I do really mean a lot of help, especially on the mid range. It will give you very very nice amount of torque on the mid range. So yeah, that's very very nice. Don't ever ignore VVT. VVL, yes, you can ignore it, but VVT, yeah, VVT, that's not really a thing you need to ignore. So let's read some of the comments. Mr. Wheelerbird says nice. Vlad says wait, engineering time. And Mr. Ayan says no dislikes. That shows how golden this content is. Oh, thanks, my friend. I really appreciate it. I really love these kind of comments. They give me more motivation. Mr. Samo says, can you make a car? Renault Megane GT 1.5 diesel 500 horsepower. I think I did tell you before that I want to create something similar to this engine because there is no diesel in automation game. But unfortunately my computer broke. That's why I didn't make it, Mr. Samo. I apologize because I told you that I'm gonna make something, but my computer, my motherboard died on me, so I'm using a borrowed computer, which is even more rubbish. But yeah, what can I do? When I fix my computer, I will make that engine for you, my friend. It's not gonna be diesel, but you know, something close to it. So says Mr. Wansam Souk says even lowering the cam profile will give you nice low RPM. Yeah, that's correct. VTEC for the win. Can you pronounce my name? Lucas. Hello, Mr. Lucas. Thank you for joining. Moving on. I'm not gonna decrease the cam profile more. I'm gonna keep it, you know, somehow acceptable. And look at that, 24.2%. That's actually very, very good. And look at that, the engine is actually receiving the minimum amount of fuel. So it's already been built to, you know, to get nice, of course, mileage, as you can see, with the minimum amount of fuel. As you can see, throttle per cylinder, that's nice. Performance intake, multi-point EFI. That's a bit old school, but it's not bad at all. Now let's decrease the RPM to 8,000. Let's see now what else. If you can afford it, use long tubular headers. You will get better results. Also, yeah, let's see, 560. Yeah, we will get better torque. So 3.5-inch exhaust diameter. And if you can afford it, also use high flow catalytic converters. They are a bit expensive, but if you can afford it, go with it. Go with it, my friend. Can you push the 1.5 even harder and make it over 800 horsepower? Well, when I fix my computer, I will try it. I will try, because I think you can do it. Maybe not, I forgot, but I will try. I will definitely try that. So let's push the VVL profile even higher. It's not going to be helpful always in the eco department, but you sure will get better results. I mean, look at that. Look at that. 625 horsepower. Now that's a nice result. Now that is a nice, healthy results. Is the engine is knocking? Nope, the engine is not knocking. So as you can see, 625 horsepower. So that's a nice, healthy figure. I love it. Hello, Mr. Dan. Hello, welcome, my friend. Inline 6, no, it's actually a 16. It's a 16 V16, my friend. Let's see. Mr. Aguirre says 1.5 having 800 horsepower is mostly likely impossible, mostly because it's really small, but it can be torquey if you give it a ton of stroke and a turbo. Yep, brap, that's correct. So that's pretty much for this engine. Let's fire it up. Look at that beast of a V16. As you can see it, and yes, that's why the Aurora, that's why it's rear-wheel drive, because all-wheel drive it won't fit, and of course front-wheel drive is hideous, and 4x4 it's not for this application. But yeah, rear-wheel drive only. Wow, I really hate this CPU. It's making the textures and it's making the performance of automation game is really really bad, especially in live streams. In live streams, oh my god, the performance is just hideous. What is that? What is that? Look at that, my friends. What is that? What is this pink thing that looks similar to the color of the car itself? Look at that pinky thing back there. What is that? Is that like, what is that really? What, which car is most powerful in this challenge? Well, because there was a limitation, my friend, on horsepower. I think I did limit the horsepower to 650, 700, I think. So yes, most of the cars were like 650. Yeah, most powerful cars. Now let's shove this engine in this car and let's see what kind of results we will get. As you can see, 4.5 seconds or 4.6 seconds from 0 to 100. My god, shoving this engine in takes a ton of time. I really hope automation game won't crash because it will be hideous. So let's go with a let's see, higher top speed. Yeah, this car, because this car is really really full of fixtures and crazy amount of detail. Yeah, this CPU is being hammered down and hammered down really hard. And my advice, also go with sport compound tires if you can. It will of course ruin the comfort points, but of course on especially on rear-wheel drive cars, it will provide much more grip. So my friend, look at that. Now this is a nice point that I want to explain to everyone. So pay attention, my friend. Uh, if you are building a rear-wheel drive car, and a lot of people are asking me this, why rear-wheel drive cars oversteer and crash easily in BeamNG drive? Because for some weird reason, for some weird reasons, they are not similar to BeamNG cars. So you need to fight oversteer, and you can fight it by many things you can do. You can lower your wheel spin. You can lower your wheel spin in the gearbox area and the drivetrain area using higher top speed and lower spacing or long gears. You can fight wheel spin like this. So you can say 3.5% up to 5-6%. It's somehow controllable. Also, you need to also look at that. This is the steering graph. You need to have as minimum as possible of or sportiness or oversteer, because on all-wheel drive cars, yes, you can go 100% on sportiness because you have the mechanical grip. But if you are building a rear-wheel drive car, no, ignore the sportiness and focus on drivability. As you can see, this is the case here with the Aurora. It's 85% on sportiness and 93% on drivability. Usually this figure is rubbish on all-wheel drive cars because it will understeer and crash. But with rear-wheel drive cars and a high-powered engine like 600 horsepower and more, you need that. So yeah, that's a nice thing you need to pay attention to. Brakes, not bad. Aerodynamics, also the aerodynamics, as you can see, this also will help. This is also the graph, the understeer and the oversteer graph on high speeds, as you can see, 150 kilometers and higher. So you need on higher speed, your car needs to be planted on the road, not losing control and crash. So you need to have this yellow line to drop. Some people likes to keep it, going higher, then it will drop, so the car will remain a little bit unstable, but then it will get stable. Some people, no, they want the car to be planted immediately. So as you can see with the case with this car. And the brake airflow is one of the baddest things that you need to never ignore on any challenge, because the car or the brakes will overheat. So yeah, 50 minimum always. It will make your car or it will make the brakes to cool down much better. So let's read some of the comments. So my car has 300 horses. Mr. Trains, much love by Mr. Aguirre. It's a bug, I think. Pink oil filters for... yeah. I think so, for breast cancer awareness, yeah, and from automation developers. So who also making a car as we watch? I'm not really sure. Maybe some people are doing that. I'm back. I was having internet issue. Good luck, my friend. Can you drive it? Unfortunately, no, because I need to test many cars. It's is it 600 the 600 euros Dell gaming PC worth buying? I'm not really sure. You need to check what kind of specs, my friend, for that Dell PC. So let's see what next. Safety. It uses this car is using variable hydraulic, not electric. So electric is it's much better, but variable hydraulic it's not bad. Also, my friend, I want to tell you something. Using active sport springs, yes, it's good. It's really good. It will, I mean, that the spring itself will be active. It will be comfortable and sporty at the same time. You know, when you push the sport button inside the vehicle. But remember that using the active springs, these springs are heavy. They are not light at all. They will add tons of weight. I mean, they will add a lot of weight on your car. So you need to pay attention. Also, they will add lots very high engineering time and production units. So you need to know what you are choosing. Usually I go with standard springs, adaptive or maybe semi-active dampers and passive sway bars, or maybe I go with like semi-active sway bars or something like this. Active sport, it's really good on like high performance and expensive cars, but remember it will add lots of weight and price and money and crap all on your car. So you need to know what you are doing. So this is our final results. 625 horsepower. We did fix the engine a little bit different on the exhaust, on the also on the gear ratios. So it's pretty perfect. I may have to drive it later. So let's go out and see what is the next car. Oh, I just took a sip of my tea to prevent my throat from being burned down. So let's see. Wait, if you want comfort, use Hydromatic. Hydromatic, or whatever the name of them, Mr. Riser, they are good for luxury cars. They are very awesome for luxury. If you are building a luxury cruiser, yeah, perfect choice. But if you are building a sports car or a modern, expensive or a GT car, people love to have, to push the sport button and to get firm suspension. And when they want to drive it normally, they want to use comfort. So active springs will serve you. But the Hydromatic or hydro something springs, they are always on comfort. They are not designed to go track racing or any type of sport usage, because they will leak the hydraulic fluid, they will get destroyed, and they will cost a fortune to be fixed. Let's see some of the comments. Introducing the Aurora, the XB16 engine peaks at 625, design most attracting the Aurora style and power. Perfect description, Mr. Trains. Let's see. Yes, trademark indeed. So can you check a car called Milkus RS 1000? I'm gonna check mostly all cars. So let's check the now let's start with the disqualified cars. All right. So the first disqualified cars, or the first car from the not disqualified list. I mean, we have, let's see, we have I remember 26 cars that didn't make it to the top 20 cars because they have scored low category points, and we have 11 disqualified cars. So I'm gonna check all the cars. So the first one, it's called 2019 AMW. I think this one should be BMW, but yeah, I understand, trademark BMW. Yeah, AMW Albatros 4.5. So let's open it. I've never seen it before, or maybe I did see it. I forgot. Yeah, I think I did see it. Yeah, because I did calculate the the points for it. So let's check how it looks. So this is the AMW Albatros. It's actually not that bad. It looks aggressive. It looks like a track convertible car. I mean, this massive rear wing, it's not really what you call, street, or I mean, people, or let's say, for example, like 50-year-olds or maybe 55 or 45-year-olds, they will never buy a car with a huge rear wing like this. Because, I mean, yes, they want horsepower, they want speed, they want acceleration, but they also want a car that looks prestigious. And can you imagine arriving to a high-end restaurant and giving the keys to the valet to park it with that rear wing? People will say, "Look at that ricer! I mean, I understand you want to create a track monster, but the challenge is not really about track monstrosity. It's about how the car looks and then how the car will perform. I'm sure the performance is amazing, but yeah, rear fat wing, I'm not really sure about it, to be honest with you. So let's see. You should build a luxury engine focused more on torque, performance, and peak horsepower. I did, Mr. Dan. Mr. Dan, I did make that crazy creation. I did make a lot of luxury cars in the past. Looks like a concept, not a production car. Wang by Mr. M. Matt. F-150 always has the answer for trucks. Yeah. The front is meh, but the rear is beautiful, I guess. Let's see, Cyclone would be long temper. What? All right. So as you can see, this thing has a 4.5 liter, 4,500 cc Boxer 6 turbo, making 525 horsepower. That's really cool. That's not bad, really. Rear-wheel drive or automatic gearbox. I mean, my friend, if you are building a track-focused car, you never go with automatic. You go with dual clutch or manual. I mean, sequential, yes, if you are building a track monster, but it's not allowed in the challenge. So manual or dual clutch, but not automatic. Automatic is just for cars that people will buy to relax in, to put it in drive and to just drive. But I mean, putting a fat rear wing and then putting automatic, that's like making the most beautiful and tasteful cake and then garnish it with some, let's see, with some olives. It will ruin the taste. Let's see, electric limited slip differential, sport compound. As you can see, it's perfect. It's perfect for a track car, but unfortunately it's automatic, and I know I'll never drive a track car with an automatic gearbox. Dual clutch, yes, because you can shift it manually, but a fully on fat automatic, no, no. That's not really thing. So let's see. High copyright wheelers build smart. What? Hilux is always an answer for truck, though. All right, I'm not gonna say that word because I really hate to say those two letters. So hashtag Wang Gang and Mercedes-Benz X class. Well, the X class is actually cool. I've seen the Grand Tour episode when I think James May bought or got the X class. It's not bad really, but it doesn't really feel solid. I like the Ranger more. Those mid-size pickups. I like the Ranger. It's not bad really. I don't know what you are talking about, Bshar. Olives taste good on everything. Yes, olives taste good on many things. Pizza, pasta, in a sandwich, on anything, but not on a cake. Can you imagine eating a chocolate cake with olives? That's not really, yeah. So, hello, Mr. Goral, my friend. So let's see. So this car we have checked. How does it looks? We have checked let's check the engine. Look at the engine now. This is a 4.5 liter Boxer 6, as you can see. It's not bad really, starting from the top. Nice package, and 45 on the cam profile. That's actually good, very good. 45 and getting 500 horsepower. That's really good. The turbo, wow, perfect setup. I love this thing. Perfect engine. That's really nice. I am very impressed actually. It's like an engine was tuned, I mean, by me, by a professional automation tuner, by a perfect tune. I mean, full mark. I mean, really full mark on the engine. Perfect job. Love it. The engine is really good. The engine is really good. And yes, he could have actually went with all-wheel drive if he is really serious about performance, grip. All-wheel drive would have served much better than rear-wheel drive and automatic, to be honest with you. And 8-speed automatic is also not really that good, to be honest with you. Yeah, not like real engine. So let's move on to the next car then. Let's see. In Hungary, SUV, Vitara, saloon car, BMW M5, pickup, Ford Ranger. Cool. Even what relatively old automatics like early 2000 Mercedes have paddle shifters so you can shift the gears. Mr. What? Mr. Lasky Suzy? I'm not really sure how to pronounce your name, my friend, but I mean, I'm not really sure because I've driven lately. I've driven a Hyundai Sonata, they call it, and it has a rubbish gearbox. Rubbish, I'm not really sure. 6-speed automatic, I think. And yes, it has those paddle shifters. But when you put it in the paddle shifting mode, those paddles are really useless. You press on the shift up, and I mean the gearbox is so slow. It will shift like if it's running on ice. If it's running on, I don't know, if it's running on vegetable oil, not gearbox oil. It's really really slow, slushy. I'm not really a fan of those automatic gearboxes that they are acting as dual clutch. I'm not really a fan of those, and they are expensive to rebuild, at least here in Riyadh. So the next car, it's called the AM Super Sport. All right, let's check this thing. Can you make a V16 SUV? I think I did before, and I did make also Mr. Stinos. I think I also made a pickup truck with an SUV with a V16 high travel suspension. Hmm, this tea tastes good. So let's check this car. This car, it's called a Super Sport W002. All right, here we go. It's actually looking good. Hmm. It's actually looking very good. I like it. It's actually looking pretty decent. Japanese or Chinese license plate. A little mistake on this car. So many parking sensors. I mean, close to each other. I'm not really sure why. The side, it's not bad. I like the side vent. It looks a little bit extremely, extremely sporty. Look at that, see-through hood scoop, providing cold air intake to the engine. I like it. It's not bad, really. This thing has a 5.5 liter V12 twin turbo direct injection, making 576 horsepower. That's actually not bad. Not bad indeed. So, what do you think about it, guys? What do you think about it? What do you think about this car, this AM Super Sport? What do you think about it, my friend? Do you like it? What do you think? What's wrong with it? Or are you seeing anything, something that I'm not really seeing? What do you think? Hello, Mr. Noah. Hello, Mr. Noah FE. Go back in a few minutes. All right, my friends, take your time. Rear is nice. The side is. I like it. I like it. Your comment, Mr. Vlad. The rear is nice. The side is rice. Yep, I think so. That 1.6 by turbo is quite an engine, though. 1.6 by turbo. It's heavy. Where's the weight? Let's see. Where's the weight? How much this thing weighs? This thing weighs. Whoa! Oh my God! Nearly 2.5 tons. Nearly 2.5 tons. That's a heavy, fat car, really. And as we all know, convertible cars are heavy because the chassis needs to be stiff, a little bit extra stiff, because there is no roof. The body will start to flex, so the chassis is somehow needs to be extra heavy with stiffing up components. It's rear-wheel drive, also advanced automatic, 9 speed, goes from 0 to 100 in 5.1 seconds. That's actually slow, but it's not bad. Not bad, really. Hmm, not bad. Everything is looking good, and it has 5 seats, so a family can sit in it. Not bad, really. You can take the kids, school, opening the roof, enjoying a 500 horsepower V12 Love. It has regular hydraulic power steering. Whoa, my God! Can you imagine? Can you imagine 500 or nearly 600 horsepower with normal hydraulic? That's actually a weird combination. But it's okay if you crash. You have advanced 2010, components, safety components, so it's not bad, really. All right, let's move on with the next car. Let's see some of the comments. You give us muscle cars, we give you hot hatches deal uh, at Dan Deville. All right, muscle sounds like a deal. Where are my replicas coming? Everyone needs a big V8 at least once in their life. That's correct. Coyote for life. I love Coyote. I love the modular family. Five more like five blow. So here's an LS fan, Mr. Dan. He loves LS engines. There is always a war between the Coyote and the LS. Some people love Coyotes, some people love LS engines. But as we all know, LS engines are very common and they are easy to tune. But I also love the Coyote. Push roads until I die. Oh my god. Push roads are a bit old school, but they work. GM is has been pulling them off and making them for a very long time, and they are actually upgrading them and evolving those engines with time. So push rods for the win. But still, double overhead camshaft is still more advanced and gives more horsepower usually. But I like LS engines also. So the next car is called the Ascot Volante. Ascot Volante. Who made this car? Are you watching, my friend? Whoever made the Ascot Volante? 630 horsepower. V12 for the win. 5.2 liter. Natural aspirated. Ooh, that's a nicely tuned engine. Natural aspirated direct injection. 5.2 liter V12. 630 horsepower. Wow. So let's check the looks of this car. So here's the car then. It's not bad. The front is actually pretty normal, but look at the big mouth on this car. This car is gaping and opening the front to eat as much cooling air as possible for the engine. Oof. Wow, look at that. Look how much this thing can suck air in. I mean, it's not really aerodynamical, but it works. It's efficient. Toyota Hilux V16 2000cc is need to see. Maybe soon. Why do you not any more mods work since the latest update? I have some mods, my friend, Mr. Noah. I have some mods. Let me show you. If you are wondering if there is no mods, there are mods. Look at that. I have those vents. I have those headlights. I have those tail lights. Let's see, indicators, no mods here. Scoops, I have the supercharger here. Some modded scoops. Vents, I have some modded vents. Grill, yep, we have grill. I also have the functional aerodynamical functional diffusers, front lip with integrated grill. As you can see, I have them all. I have also this spoiler, some wings, as you can see, and door handle. I have this lock keyhole. Fuel cap, I have this one only. Some rims, also modded rims. So I have also hood ornaments if you're interested. Yep, they are working. So let's see some of the comments. Mr. Lasky says those are the buffest 630 horses I've ever seen. Lightning. Op Opel Opel what? Currently sells these models in Hungary. Adam Astra 4. What is that? Cascada? What? Combo Corsa. So these are Opel models. 2.0 turbo is new base engine for the Camaro. I have a 2008 Skoda, or Skoda as they call it, Skoda Rumster. Rumster, really? That the one that Jeremy Clarkson loved, Rumster. The one Mr. Wheeler's built. That the one that Jeremy Clarkson loved, the Roomster, correctly? Correct? Oh, can't wait to see my car with me in my game. Mods are displayed. Are not displayed. Make sure you, Mr. Noah, open your when you fire up your automation game, open the launcher. Don't launch the game without the launcher. Open the launcher and make sure that your mods are enabled. Make sure your mods are enabled. Tick the box. So let's check this engine. I want to see what kind of engine that can push this amount of horsepower. So this is the engine then. 80.9 millimeters on the bore, 83.6 millimeters on the stroke, magnesium block, that's very advanced, double overhead camshaft, 5 valves per cylinder. So yes, it's a thirsty engine, 14.9%. Of course, if you want to push natural aspirated horsepower, you need to sacrifice fuel efficiency. As you can see, the full fat package, as you can see, it's not bad. It's usable, 9,000 RPM. Let's see, 12.9 to 1. That's a very, very high compression ratio. 94 racing camshaft VVT and direct injection, individual throttle bodies. Not bad. 11.9 air fuel ratio, 9,000. That's really good. I am impressed. Let's fire this engine up. Oh, listen to it. Wow, sounds really weird. Alright, so the car uses all-wheel drive, advanced automatic, electric limited differential. Not bad. Not bad, really. Look at that. Minus 15 quality on the aerodynamics, minus 2 quality on the brakes. That's a bit optimistic. Plus 2 quality on the internals, on the interior. Wow, it's not bad really. It uses some weird combination, but I think it works. I think it works. It can get 1.16 G on cornering. It's not bad really. I'm impressed. So let's read some of the comments. My mom has a D Corsa. My dad has a K Astra 4-door. I know. I mean Opel competed. Yes. We had a 1998 Opel Corsa before the engine broke. Boy roars. Yeah. That choppy idle. Damn, that sounds. Noah says WTF. My dad has a 2015 Land Rover Defender. My mom has 2016 SsangYong Coronado. I think I have 1990 VW Golf. Cool. Show me supercharger mod. Mr. Wheeler Build. The supercharger mod is just a fixture, you know, just a blower, you know, for your hood. If you are building like a classic muscle car, and if you want your supercharger blower to be shown or to be visible on your hood or your bonnet, you can download that modded fixture if you want to if you want to put it as a fixture. Let's see. It's is it a V16? No, it's a V12. That just blew my ears so loud. I apologize. Can you please show me the new fixtures or supercar bodies new update? Alright, so Mr. Pizza Delivery says he wants to see the bodies. So let me show you, my friend. So these are the current automation updated bodies, as you can see. These are modded ones that I found. And let's see. I have these. Look at that. Now this is a new van. Now this is finally automation developers gave us a modern van. Usually we are building those look-alike American vans, but now we have those vans that looks like some Japanese, you know, like that Toyota Hi-Ace, I think, or Hi-Ace. I'm not really sure what's the name of it. Looks very similar to it. Also, I found some new bodies. Let's see. Let me show you. Where is? Yeah, this is also one. This is like a Jeep Wrangler, as you can see. I think so. I'm not really sure if it's a Jeep Wrangler or something else, but it looks something similar to it, I guess. Let's see what else. Also, you have a classic one, 2000 model. Not really sure. Honda S2000, Lamborghini Diablo. These are like Koenigsegg bodies. This is the car that I want to do very soon. It's like a stock car body. It's like a NASCAR car. Also, this one, it's like a futuristic car from the 90s. I want also to make something very similar or very close to a futuristic car, hopefully. What do you say about build a van? Very soon. Very soon. When my computer is up and running, I will start to do automation build live streams and so on. Because right now it's not really possible. The computer is barely running. Look at that van. It's like, look at this 1984 van. It looks like a Hyundai. What do they call it? A Hyundai van. I'm not really sure what the hell. But yeah, Honda H1, I think. Wow, look at that. Look at that old soft top Jeep. Nice. And so on, as you can see, lots of crazy new bodies and fixtures on the new automation car, on the automation version, and I'm really happy. Look at that funky 1960s pickup, American pickup. I know this body looks like one of those Mopar, concepts or something. I'm not really sure, but looks like a Mopar pickup from the 60s. Wow. All right, so let's get back to the car then. Let's let's select the next one. Let's see some of the comments. I can't play automation because I don't have a PC to do it. Good luck, my friend, buying a one. The new update is almost a gigabyte. Well, insert. Oh my god. So need to go. I'll come back later. Take your time, my friend. So the next car, it's called the Atlas Roadster. Now, as we all know, and as I have figured out lately, a Roadster needs to have only 2 seats, and this challenge, it needs to have at least 4 seats. So it's not really a Roadster. It should be called a convertible. So this is how it looks. Also pretty basic, but looks good. So what do you think about it, my friend? Do you know tuk-tuk? Yes, I know the tuk-tuk. I've been in one when I visited Cairo 5 years ago, and I've seen it in many movies. Like I think it's very popular in India, and I think it's very popular in I'm not really sure what other countries. I think Asian countries also. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure which Asian countries, but yeah, it's popular in Egypt and India. But I'm not really sure about any other things. Let's see. Mr. Martin says you should hurry if you want to review 35 cars. That's correct. All right. So what do you think about this, guys? What do you think about this thing? This thing has, let's see, 600 horsepower, 4.2 liter inline 5 turbo, single overhead camshaft. Wow, that's optimistic. And EFI, turbocharger EFI. That's really cool. 45,000 grand. This thing is all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 7 speed. Wow, nice combination. 4 seconds from 0 to 100. Let's see, ventilated discs, sport compound tires. It has nice, or not really nice, arrows as you can see. Look at the brake airflow, it's on 0. 4 seats. It's not bad. Electric power steering, so it's not bad. Really active sports suspension. It's good. It's like a 600 horsepower Miata. Oh, Mr. Lasky, you are sharing the same thought with me. 600 horsepower Miata. That's same thinking. So it looks like an MX-5. That's correct. An MX-5 with on steroids. All right, let's move on with the next car. Then it's not bad. So the next car, it's called the what? A Trover Pacer RX. That's the name of it. With an Audi 5-cylinder. Yeah, a beefed up Audi 5-cylinder. So this car here, let's see, where is it? Oh my god, look at that. It's still loading, so I mean, look at those huge rims. Those rims are really big. Pacer, that's the name of it, Pacer. So the front, what do you think of the front, my friend? Can you show us the tabs -6 specs and let us know what do you think about it? Well, my friend, all the cars that are in the video, the top 20 cars are not in automation game right now. I only have those, main cars. But the top 20 cars are not here. I apologize, but yeah. So, oh, Mr. Noah, they are working perfect. Enjoy your time, my friend. So the rear, it's not bad really. I don't like the rear wing, but the rear is not bad. I like to look at it. The exhausts are nicely in place. The taillights are nice. The side is pretty normal. Look at that. Flipped word, because I think he used the mirror effect, and now these letters are on the wrong direction. But in general, it's not bad. This thing has 400 horsepower, 3-liter twin turbocharged V10, and it has all-wheel drive, manual, 7-speed. Let's see, oh, look at the overdrive. This thing has a ton of overdrive. It can do 30 miles per gallon. That's really good. Look at the gear ratios. Wow, it's a little bit of the gearbox is a bit of a mess, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a little bit odd. That's correct. So the LCV3 has been released. Does that mean I can no longer submit for confidence? So my friends, Mr. Trains and Eurobeat, the LCV3, it's dead. I think they have cancelled it. I'm not really sure if they are going to release a new beta, an open beta, version very soon or not. But the LCV3 is dead. The LCV3 so far it's dead, and now all of us are using the stable version. So yeah, my friend. So no, so yes, you can submit, and you can of course send your .car files for future challenges. So in general, this car is not really that bad, but there are some many things that needs to be fixed on this thing. The styling, the gearbox ratios, the engine, the aerodynamics, and so on. So it's not bad effort, but it needs to be fixed. Let's move on. Could you see my car? It's the well, when we arrive it. So the next car is called the Aztel. Many cars under the letter A. So let's see. This car looks. Look at that. This car looks pretty much the same style like the previous car. Look at that small trunk. How can you fit luggage in that? I mean, if the rear seats are here, this is a very tiny area to put your luggage in, to be honest with you. I mean, I love the roof. I love the big fat roof back there. It's a very cool touch, but there is no trunk. I mean, there's nothing. If a car did actually rear end this car, the front of that car it will go straight to the passenger's head back there. So it's not really safe. Also, they did, Mr. Lorenzo. What do they call it, Mr. Lorenzo? What do they call this open beta thing? And what did they do also? What did they do with that version? Did they make any crazy thing, a crazy new thing? Where did you where do you fold the roof? I really want to fold the roof, but it's not yet available in Automation Game. Oh, look at that. Now, this is one of the disqualified cars. This is one of the disqualified cars. And the reason for that, this thing cost $60,800. And the limit for the challenge was only $50,000. So this car is 10,800 more than the limit. That's why this thing got disqualified, unfortunately. So let's see. Let's move on with the next car then. Let's see what we're going to get. The next car is called the Bentayga RS Cabriolet. Let's see, how does it look? Yep, the price, my friend, the price is a bit too high. That's correct. Now, this car here is called the Bentayga RS. Now, the styling of it is actually pretty good. It's not bad. It's actually looking very nice. I love the vents. I love the headlights, the grille. Everything is looking pretty decent and looks good. You know, when it finished loading, as you can see, it's still loading. Those are like the devil horns, needs to be hidden in a moment. So yeah, take your time. The rear is actually not bad at all. A bit too basic, but it's not bad. I like the badging. Look at that, Darlington, Bentayga RS. All these things are amazing attention to details. I love to see cool attention to details, but still this car needs a bit of attention. Let's see, this thing has 634 horsepower, 5.9 liter V12, naturally aspirated. So it's a big fat engine that's running naturally aspirated with good amount of horsepower. Mr. Wheeler Build says, can you please show the supercharger fixture? Alright. Fixture, where are you, supercharger? Here we go. Look at that. Putting a supercharger on this car. It will look weird, but it's four-wheelers. So look at that. Now this is the supercharger fixture. As you can see, it will have like a roots blower on top. As you can see, you can increase the size of it if you are building like a supercharged car. So it will look so it will look weird on this car, but on a muscle car it will look perfect. Yeah. In front it's really nice. Let's see, Mr. Renza says you can select new versions by going. Yeah, I know that. I know that, Mr. Lorenzo. I know how to select the open beta, but I'm not really sure what's in it. What did they do? What did they actually release? Like a new thing, like a new crazy thing. So this car, it's not bad really, to be honest with you. And my throat is starting to give up. So I'm gonna go quickly as possible. Oh, look at that. It's a two-seater car. That's why this car got disqualified. Now I remember, this car got disqualified because it has two seats. The rules were only 4 seats minimum. Yeah, 4 seats minimum. That's why this thing got disqualified. So it's not bad. Let's go and test another car. Will they add superchargers and automation? Mr. Want some souk. In the past, they actually did make a video, a beta video about engines, about supercharged engines, and they did show us some blowers and some superchargers that are running in Beam and in automation game. You will see the supercharger running with the belt with the engine. They did show us that, but they said superchargers will be coming with the final version of the game. So I think in a million years. Yeah, in a million years, my friend. So let's see. The next card's called the Boom Box Freedom. That's an optimistic name. Let's see, the Boom Box. Wow, that's a basic car. That is just a very, very basic automation car. I mean, it's not bad, I'm not complaining, but the styling is pretty basic, to be honest with you. Really. I mean, the fixtures, the rims, the tires, everything feels very, very, basic. It's not bad, but yeah, needs extra attention to details to make it, extra wow, striking. But right now, it's meh, to be honest with you. But good work, good effort. 647 horsepower, 3-liter inline-6 turbo. Oof, that thing is actually pushing really high. All-wheel drive, advanced automatic, 7-speed gearbox, electric limited slip differential. Not bad. Not bad, really. Yeah. I forgot why this thing got disqualified or not. I think because this thing didn't actually receive or get a high amount of category points. So let's move on. Will they add self-driving cars? I'm not really sure. They will also a lot of people actually asked automation developers if they will add actually like hybrid technology, and they said no, because it will require a ton of development and it will require a ton of money and ton of resources, and they said no. They will only keep it engines and regular engines, regular turbocharged, supercharged engines, and I'm not really sure if they will add diesel or not. They might have said they will think about adding diesel because it's simpler than a hybrid system, but I really want diesel. The two things that I really want to see in automation game in the future, which they are superchargers, that we can tune superchargers, and diesel. Oh, can you imagine having can you imagine creating a diesel engine? It will be awesome. So let's see some of the comments. Will they add self-driving cars? We have written that away. The update they will release today has a lot of fixes in it, as well as the new 60s roadster body. It also update improved lighting and the car design rule. It isn't properly tested yet. Diesel engines will be much better, yeah. So what is why open beta version? Why I'm not really sure yet. So let's see. Mr. Matt says I really want diesels. Me too. Mr. Noah FE says the ultimate challenge front wheel drive hypercar. Um, it can work. I'm not saying it's impossible. It can work, but we will have ton of understeer and torque steer. Yeah. So maybe I will put it to the vote soon for the new challenge, and hopefully people will select it. Mr. Deng Mahal says rotary would be nice too, I think. Well, it's a nice engine. I'm not saying rotary is bad, but I'm not sure if automation developers, have I think the time or the resources to start developing rotors. Rotary diesel with the supercharger. That yeah, weapon of supermass Metal Gear. Yeah, that's the weirdest combination ever. They should do a hybrid and diesel DLC, call it high mileage DLC. I pay 20 pounds for it. No, no. Wow. So let's see, luxury 90s sedan could be interesting. So don't worry, I will be putting a post on Discord to give me ideas. Not now. Right now, don't shoot ideas. You can shoot your next challenge ideas on Discord, not here. And the most how can I say it in English? I'm starting to give up here. So the most repeated ideas for a new challenge, I'm gonna be put them in a vote. So the next car is called the Churchill. Now, unfortunately, lately lots of Churchill cars are being disqualified. I'm not really sure why. I mean, usually the Churchill cars are one of the best cars, but I'm not really sure. So let me show you. Let's see. Now, the Churchill, oh, I do remember now. The Churchill got disqualified because the engine does not fit. The current automation, the version, they did actually tweak the engine bay and they made it a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. I'm not really sure, but it's different from the version that Mr. Churchill created his car in. So as you can see, the engine does not fit in, unfortunately. This thing has a massive engine. Let me show you. This thing has a 5 liter, right? It's not really that massive, but yeah, a 5 liter V8 that will never ever ever fit in this car. As you can see, it's maxed out, unfortunately, this V8. So that's why this car, the Churchill, this one got disqualified because the engine does not fit, unfortunately. So let's move on. So let's read some of the comments. Mr. Vlad says open challenge K car. That's a nice one. Nice poem, Matt. I'm back. Welcome back, my friend. Mr. Lorenzo says, I think front-wheel drive sports car challenge is more reasonable instead of front-wheel drive hybrid car challenge. Well, good point. Now, the next car is called the Cobra Pista V8. So some cars are really good, some cars are really weird, and some cars, I'm not complaining, but yeah, there are some bad cars. But I'm not gonna say the names. I don't want to make anyone angry or sad. I'm just saying some cars need some extra attention to details. Now this car here, it's called the Cobra Pista V8, as you can see. Looks actually good. I love it. Look at that. The front end is looking pretty striking and angry. Nice. The hood is actually very, very nice also. The side, Cobra badge, that's nice also. The rear, it's not bad. It looks a little bit sad from the rear, sad the rear end, but it's not bad. I'm not complaining. It looks actually somehow good, right? Now the Cobra has a 4.1 liter twin turbocharged V8, making 600 horsepower, and it's all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 6-speed, sport compound tires. Not bad, really. It's actually pretty decent. It's a pretty decent car, and I forgot why this thing got disqualified or not. I think the total category points ruined this car. This thing got low category points, that's why it's not in the final video. But good effort. It looks good, and I'm sure it will drive good, but unfortunately it wasn't in the final video. Let's move on to the next one and read some of the comments. And let's see, something like Fiat Coupe, Fiat, yeah, that's the one. Some cars have too many details and look like someone just want to put as many as possible. Be back in a minute, Mr. Trains, take your time. So the next one, it's called the, it's not the Devil, it's called the Devil, the 2112 Elegance GT. GT. I'm not really sure. This is a GT car or a convertible car. Can you call a convertible car a GT car? What do you think, guys? Can you call a GT car, or can you call a convertible car a GT car? Can you do that? Let's see. So this car here, it's called the Devil or Devil D2112. Now look at that. Now this is a track monster. To be honest with you, this is 100%, 1,000,000% track monster. I mean, look at that massive front splitter. This is massive, really. The side skirt, the rear also has a massive, as you can see, splitter or skirt, whatever you want to call it. And look at those vents. I love the styling. If this car was a coupe, yes, I would accept it as a track car, but this is a convertible. A convertible with this fat lip. No, I can't accept that because it looks like a track car, to be honest with you. Yeah, too striking indeed, and not really what you call a super convertible. Not really a convertible. I mean, can you imagine opening the roof and driving on the street with this fat front splitter? People will say, "What's wrong with him? Why is he driving a racing car on the street and a convertible racing car?" And I'm sure it's heavy. Oh, I'm very, very sure. 2 tons. So 2 tons, that's also very heavy for a car that looks that much striking. Let's see, comfort, and it's comfortable. I mean, a car that looks that much striking should be not comfortable at all, should be extremely sporty. It's a racing car, but yeah. And it has dual clutch, not bad. All-wheel drive, 3.7 seconds. Sport tires, nice brakes, nice aerodynamics, 4 seats. It's not bad, really. It's very striking, which is really cool, but yeah, I can't accept that as a convertible car. So, all right, good work. I appreciate it, but yeah, better luck next time. Let's move on. Aston Martin Vantage GT3 2020 concept car, front 2019 GTR, rear Dodge Charger. That's cool. The design is giving AIDS. Oh, it has got spikes. Mad Max love indeed. So let's see. All right, next car. It's called the Dustel. Wow, how many cars left? Oh god, my throat starts to kill me. Alright, so Dustel Saw. Mr. Wheeler's built my PC. 1 star. Why? Is it a bad power supply? Is your motherboard dead as it was mine? Or do you have a Windows issue? What's wrong, Mr. Wheeler's build? It's a luxury road legal race car convertible. Yeah, how can you explain that to the customer, Mr. Trains and Eurobeat? How can you explain that to the customer when he comes to the dealership to look at the car? It's a road legal, comfortable racing car, convertible racing car. Wow, that's gonna be tough to explain. Now this car is called the Dustel Saw. Let's see, how does it look? Actually decent. It's actually decent. It looks like a decent car. It's not bad. It's not really striking. It looks like a decent modern car. Also, fat rear wing. I'm not really sure why. I really love convertibles without a rear wing. If this car, if we delete this rear wing, it will look much better, much better. Why using a fat rear wing? You can use an aerodynamical feature on the bumper and just ignore the rear wing. Yeah, it will look much better. Also, chromies, eBay chromies. Yeah, I'm not really fan of chromies anymore. If we were in 2005, yes, but in 2019, no. I like black rims or alloy rims also, but yeah, chromies, no, not really that. I'm not really a fan of that. Also, look at that. Look at the rear. Look at the rear tires are sticking out. Really nice and really not nice. Really bad. I think the problem is with the body itself. It's a little bit bent in. Yeah. So this thing has a 392 horsepower, a 3.6 liter boxer 6 naturally aspirated engine. Wow, naturally aspirated. And this thing is all-wheel drive, dual clutch. It's not bad, really. It's not bad at all. Wow, not bad at all. So let's read some of the comments. Let's read some of the comments. My PC won't start. Let's see. I feel you will as well. My internet was acting up earlier. I don't know how to explain it. It's not that bad actually. Finally, does it look like a child design? LOL 16 MPG. Yeah. I will start. I will start, but it just goes black. A black sky. I don't know. They're dead. It's not dead because I've got live. I don't know. Oh god, not the front. Automation needs more lip spoilers. That's correct. That car is in the thumbnail. Looks hot. Alright, which one is that? Steelies. The poke was a glitch when the game updated. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Looks good though, nice. So the Dustil is Dustil my can be competitor. That's correct. Can be a competitor. Alright, so let's. Alright, we have seen this. Now let's select a new one. Wow. So the next one. Which one have we chosen? Alright. The next one's called the what? The Elipis? The Elipis Cabriolet S? Not really sure. So there's a way to get a tow hitch for automation cars and D-Maze product. Alright, Mr. Riser, you asked me this before and I did answer you, but it's alright, I will show you how. Now check out this car. It's not bad really. It looks like it was inspired by an Audi, but let me show you. A tow hitch or tow hook, you can find it here. You go to the miscellaneous fixtures, Mr. Riser, you go to the miscellaneous fixture, you press on it, and you find this thing here. This looks like a golf ball something. You select it, and here we go. You will have a tow hook, as you can see. You go to when you select it and you are happy with the position of the tow hook. You go to BeamNG and you press after you select the car and after the car is loaded into the map, you select it and then you press L to activate the tow hook. When you press L, it will activate by like a blue ball or something, and then you can hook it to, a trailer or something behind you, and job done. You have a trailer. You have a tow hook. It comes pre-crashed from the factory. So there's a way to get, yeah, that's done. It looks like a concept Audi. Yeah, I think so. I mean, check out the tail lights. Extremely weird. I mean, I understand the futuristic looks. I understand the effort that was put into this car, but it's too futuristic. Too futuristic. Now let's see. This thing has 649 horsepower, 4.5 liter V16. V16 twin turbo making 649. Oof. This car has a V16 engine under the hood. Wow, a crammed up V16. That's nice. This thing is all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 3.1 seconds from 0 to 100. Let's see, sport compound, nice brakes, not bad aerodynamics, 4 seats, not bad really. Active sports springs, looks somehow super futuristic, and it goes hard. bad. I'm impressed. Alright, let's move on to the next car. Let's see. Oh, so many cars. So guys, let's see, because let's see what time is it right now, how long have we are running. It's night right now. It's 80 minutes, and it's 80 minutes and my nephew is here and they are about to leave. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test some cars that you are going to tell me the name of. I'm gonna test 4 cars, so you need to select 4 cars. Come on, I'm gonna show you the names and select 4 cars, and I'm gonna show you those 4 cars, and then I'm gonna, show say goodbye and sit with my nephew a little bit before they leave, because they are about to leave. And I mean, I was at work all day long and I really want to see him before he leaves. So yeah, come on, choose 4 cars, my friends, and let's see what you want to choose. So if you want to select some cool choices or weird choices, you have this car. It's called the Supra. You have the Sky. You have the Neptune, model 97, Super Volante. All right, where's the Super Volante? Here we go. Super Volante, first choice. All right, first choice, Super Volante. All right, Super Volante and Labula, something like this. I'm not really sure what's the name, Mr. Travic. But yeah, I'm on the SWM. If I do have the SWM. So the Super Volante, as you can see, looks pretty nice. I like it. The front end looks pretty cool. Headlights are nice. The side exhaust, that's a nice cool touch. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. 320 horsepower. 3-liter V8, twin turbocharged. Rear-wheel drive, manual. Ooh, that's a nice touch. 6-speed, electric limited differential, sport compound. Let's see, nice. Oh, look at that. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I can't accept that. 6.7% brake fading, my friend. I said minimum 1%. Sorry. I said maximum 1%. Maximum 1% of brake fading is allowed. This is, wow, 6.7. That's too much. That's too much, my friend. That's too much. I can't allow this in this challenge. Even if this car has scored 1,000,000 category points, but brake fading against the rules. So good car, but the brakes are definitely fading, because look how tiny the brake discs are. I mean, they are really, really, really tiny. So that's why I think the brakes are fading. All right, so let's go and test the next car, which is the, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna call it the Essenza. Where is it? Here we go. This is the one. This is the one. Let's see, how does it look? It did not show up in my game. Which one? Which one is the trains? So now this car here, it's called the Lalabula, something like this. I'm not really sure. Essenza. It looks actually like a 4-door sedan. It looks like a 4-door sedan more than a convertible. I like the chrome line. I understand the idea behind it. The rear end is actually pretty decent. I like it. The front is striking and elegant at the same time. The rims are a nice touch. So this thing is all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 7-speed, has 600 horsepower, 3.5-liter V6 twin turbo. Not bad, really. Let's see some of the fixtures on this thing. The brakes, not bad. Sport compound, it's not bad. 100% sportiness. All-wheel drive, okay, so you can use 100% sportiness with all-wheel drive. Mr. Traffic, I did show you your car. Yeah, the Essenza, it's on. All right, so it's really good. I'm impressed with it. It's not bad, but unfortunately the category points are not enough. That's why it's not in the final video. So good work, my friend. Better luck next time. Now the next card is called the SWM. I'm not really sure if I have it here or not. Oh, here we go. SWM. SWM. Here we go. So as you can see, this is the SWM. As you can see, it's still loading. It's not 100% loaded yet, but yeah. I understand the concept behind this car. It looks actually pretty decent. Very basic and very cool. Very cool. I like it. I like this bit here. It's somehow weird, but also awesome. No vents. How can you cool the engine? I'm not really sure if you can cool the engine or not. I mean, where is the cooling solution? So it's not bad really. Let's see, 600 horsepower and 3.6 liter boxer 6 turbo, all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 7-speed, sport compound tires. Let's see, the brakes are not bad. Aerodynamics not bad also. So it's not bad. I'm impressed. Semi-active sway bars, adaptive, progressive springs. Not bad. Alright, let's select a new car and another one and see what's wrong. Let's see. Mr. Trains and Eurobeat says the brake fading. It said the brake was fading, but sadly my Intel i3, the game didn't show it. So it's alright. Chevy what? Travers. Chevy Travers 2018. Not really sure about it. So what should we show next? What should we show next? What should we show next? There's a car called the Technica Cabriolet. Here we go. Technica Cabriolet. Let's see what's wrong with it. And let's see how does it look. And then call it a night. Oh, look at that. So this car is called the Technica Cabriolet. It's actually decent. I love it. The front end looks very modern, very cool. I like the badging. The side. Now this is a very big vent. I'm not really a fan of this vent. It's too large, to be honest with you. Too large, and it's too unrealistic. I'm not really a fan of it. The rear is nice. I mean, I can't really complain about the rear, except for one thing, which is the very fat rear lip. Yeah, and the very big exhaust. Those two things are unrealistic, but I like the tail lights. I like the badging. I like the idea behind it. Really, it's not bad. Oh, not bad at all indeed. Can we meet your cousin? Which cousin? I have many cousins. Which cousins, my friend? Which cousins are you talking about, Mr. Ayan Mayer? All right, let's see. Let's check the Guziri. Where's the Guziri? Where are you? Guziri. Here we go. Guziri 800 SC. All right, here we go. Now this is the 800 SC Guziri. As you can see, it looks pretty, I don't know, unique. Yeah, the grill is very unique. The side is also unique. The rims are like, those Lincoln Continental, luxurious American rims. They look pretty much the same, and they are chromies. So yeah. Oh my god, the rear. I'm not really sure about the position of the taillights. If they were a bit down, the car would have looked much better, but I understand your styling. It's not bad. 540 horsepower, 4.2 liter V10 twin turbo, all-wheel drive, automatic, medium compound tires. The brakes not bad. Aerodynamics not bad. It's a luxury machine, as I've mentioned. It's a luxury car. Wow. It's a luxurious car, so it's pretty decent. Let's see. The one you said was here. Where? Where here? The one that you said was here. Where? In the? I have many cousins there. I have some cousins in back home in Damascus, Syria. I have some cousins in Dubai. I have some cousins in Cairo. I have some cousins in Europe. I have some cousins also in the US. I have another one. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if he's still in Australia or not in Sydney. I think he actually moved, but yeah, our family is really large, so Saab owners would love to buy this car. All right, my friends. So that's pretty much it for tonight. It's 90 minutes. It's been 90 minutes, so I think that's pretty much enough. My throat is starting to give up, and also I want to sit with my nephew before he leaves because they will leave pretty soon. I've been at work all day long, and I want to sit with him a little bit, before he leaves. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you joining my live stream every Friday. You guys are awesome. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it. Although this is not really a shareable video, but yeah, you understand the point. And of course, guys, if you like my videos and if you want to support the channel, support me on Patreon page. You can download all of my special cars. You can support this channel, to buy new equipments like a microphone or something, and whatever. Also, the link in the description below. The link in the description below if you want to support the channel on my Patreon. But yeah, my nephew, he's still little. He's like, I'm not really sure, 6 or 7 months. 6 or 7 months, 6 or 7 months, I think. Yeah, I think 8 months. I think the next month. Or, I'm not really sure. So yeah, 6, 7, something like this. So thank you so much, guys, for joining my live stream. You are awesome. I mean, you are always awesome. I love your comments. I love your crazy ideas. And soon I'll be posting on Discord about the new challenge. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And yes, Mr. Lasky, I'm gonna remember 800 horsepower 1.5. I'm gonna try to create it very, very soon and share the results. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And yes, I need to watch the Grand Tour, but not right now. After my nephew leaves, it's rude to watch the Grand Tour and without sitting with him. So yeah, I'm gonna see you very soon, my friends. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday, and goodbye for now, my friends. Ow, my throat.